Welcome back, everyone, to the Health Awareness Podcast. I'm Jenny, your co-host, and I'm really glad you're joining us today for what I think is a super important conversation.
And I'm Mark. Jenny, you hit the nail on the head. Today we're tackling a topic that truly can be life or death: understanding stroke warning signs. It's a subject I feel really passionate about, because the more people know, the more lives we can save.
Absolutely, Mark. Stroke is a major global health issue. It's actually one of the leading causes of death and long-term disability worldwide. But here's the thing. Many strokes are preventable, and if treated quickly, the outcomes can be dramatically better. That's why awareness is so crucial.
Exactly. Today we're going to break down what a stroke actually is, go through the critical fast warning signs that everyone should memorize, and also touch on some lesser-known symptoms. We'll cover the main causes, how it's diagnosed and treated, and, perhaps most importantly, what steps you can take for prevention and what to do in a stroke emergency. Our goal is to empower all of you with this vital information. So, let's dive right in, Jenny. Many people have heard the term stroke, but what actually happens in the brain when someone has a stroke? Can you explain it in simple terms?
Of course, Mark. Think of your brain as a really busy city that needs a constant supply of energy and oxygen to keep everything running. This supply comes from blood, delivered through a network of tiny roads, your blood vessels. A stroke happens when something interrupts that blood flow to a part of your brain.
So, like a traffic jam or a bridge collapse in that city?
Precisely! There are two main types of strokes. The most common type, about 87% of all strokes, is called an ischemic stroke. This is where a blood clot, like a tiny dam, blocks one of those blood vessels, preventing blood from reaching part of the brain. It's like a traffic jam stopping all supplies.
And the other type?
The other type is a hemorrhagic stroke. This is less common but often more severe. It happens when a blood vessel in the brain bursts, causing bleeding into the brain tissue. This bleeding damages brain cells and also puts pressure on other parts of the brain. So instead of a blockage, it's like a pipe bursting, causing damage and flooding.
Wow, so either way, whether it's a clot or bleeding, the brain isn't getting what it needs, or it's getting damaged. And that leads to brain cells dying quickly, right?
You are right. Brain cells are incredibly sensitive. Without oxygen and nutrients, they start to die within minutes. And once brain cells die, they don't come back. This is why you often hear the phrase time equals brain. Every minute that passes during a stroke, more brain cells are at risk. It means permanent damage is more likely to occur, impacting things like speech, movement, and even memory.
That really puts it into perspective. Time equals brain. I think that's a phrase everyone needs to remember. And that leads us perfectly into the most crucial part of our discussion: the fast warning signs. This is an acronym that is truly a lifesaver, and we want everyone listening to commit it to memory. Jenny, could you walk us through each letter?
My pleasure, Mark. FAST is incredibly simple yet incredibly effective. Let's start with the F, which stands